Good afternoon. Thousands of travellers are facing misery this Christmas with a series of strikes across rail and now air. The industrial action by baggage handlers and ground staff comes after months of disruption on Southern Rail. Mary Stanley has more.
It's not the Christmas present travellers had hoped for. Industrial action set to disrupt thousands of journeys over the next week. Strikes at airports affecting Gatwick, Heathrow, Southampton and Bournemouth, combining with the ongoing chaos on Southern Rail. Hundreds of guards and 1,000 drivers continuing their industrial action into the new year. Now more than 2,000 British Airways cabin crew have announced they will walk out on Christmas Day and Boxing Day in a row over pay. The union Unite says British Airways pay rates are indefensible and crew are at breaking point. Significant numbers are taking on second jobs. Many go to work unfit to fly because they can't afford to be sick. This comes as 1,500 ground staff working for Swissport, who check in and handle baggage, are due to strike next Friday and Saturday. British Airways says, "We are appalled that Unite proposes to disrupt customers' travel plans on such special days. This calculated and heartless action is completely unnecessary and we are determined that it will fail." Contingency plans will be announced in the coming days and it's hoped talks can start with ACAS to avoid the disruption. Mary Stanley, ITV News.
Detectives investigating 3 sexual assaults in Bournemouth have charged a man. Police were called to alleged incidents on Boundary Road in November and on 2 dates in September. The family of a woman who died after her car crashed into a Tesco store in Hungerford says she'll be greatly missed. Columbine Charnock, who was 86, was a passenger in a car which hit 4 vehicles before colliding with a supermarket wall on the 8th of December. Thames Valley Police have used a covert lorry to try to catch motorists using their mobile phones behind the wheel. 17 drivers were pulled over in the space of just 5 hours on the M40 and the A34. Undercover officers have been patrolling Portsmouth city centre in the run-up to Christmas. It's in light of concerns about shoplifting, robbery and the sale of fake goods. 5 people have been charged with theft. Now, 7 months of roadworks begin on the M3 in the new year. It's to improve a bridge which carries the motorway over the A303 near Basingstoke. There will be overnight closures between Winchester and Basingstoke. Now, more than 100 families are receiving a special Christmas present today, a free hamper delivered by the Bournemouth Basket Brigade. The charity was set up last year. Richard C. has our report.
Boxes of fruit and veg and dozens of chickens, all donated free by the local Lidl store, arriving to be sorted and packed into 110 Christmas hampers. This is just the 2nd year that the Bournemouth Basket Brigade has been operating, targeting families who struggle to afford Christmas.
Some of our families that we're going out to today have got 7 children, so big families. And so all the local children's centres give us 10, 20 names, sometimes 30 or 40 names each. So it's all from local grassroots organisations that provide us with the names that we need.
It'll take the 50 volunteers all morning to prepare and pack the hampers.
It's just being able to get involved with something that's going to make a difference for somebody at Christmas, so why wouldn't you want to get involved?
When we were growing up, it was always a bit of a struggle ourselves, to be honest, and if somebody would have let us know this was available, we'd have probably taken the offer up ourselves. So when I saw the opportunity to lend a hand, then yeah, it's something to jump straight in.
When you hand these hampers over to people, they're just completely in shock and just so appreciative, and you just hand it over and you tell people that this is a gift from a friend, and it's amazing to see people's response.
Also included is a specially written Christmas card and a free gift from the local firm Lush. And everything is beautifully packed, ready for delivery this afternoon. Richard Slee, ITV News, Bournemouth.
Winchester has been named as the best place to live in the country. It came top of a poll by the Halifax in terms of quality of life, crime and employment. Purbeck in Dorset and Wokingham in Berkshire also featured in the top 10. Well, Luke is coming next with the weather.
From puddles to paddling, driving through Europe. Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Hello again, good afternoon. If you're Christmas shopping this weekend, then the good news is it's staying mostly dry and settled. Fairly cloudy though, we keep the gloomy conditions and things will turn more unsettled towards the middle of next week. Now, high pressure firmly in charge of our weather this weekend and into Monday. It means dry and settled conditions with only light winds, but shooting ahead 48 hours. And it's Tuesday night into Wednesday where we'll see low pressure systems bringing winds and rain our way, so an unsettled outlook as we head towards Christmas. But this evening and overnight we keep the thick cloud cover, the mist and fog reforming once again. I think by the early hours, widespread fog across the region, and it will be a little cooler than last night, temperatures down to 6 or 7 degrees. So a bit of a gloomy start to Sunday morning. We keep the fog through much of the morning, staying cloudy into the afternoon, but we keep the light winds and temperatures a little cooler once again than today, highs around 8 or 9 degrees at best. So staying settled for the next couple of days, lots of cloud around, then wind and rain on Wednesday. Have a good evening.
Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
But no sign of Christmas snow. Well, that is it for today. We're back tomorrow at 6:45 in the evening, so do join Rachel Hepworth then. So for now, from the weekend team, do have a lovely evening. See you soon. Bye-bye.